Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jackie and we are enjoying life's journey. And this weekend we're going to be taking our Teardrop trailer out camping again. So I thought I would share with you kind of what I do around the house to get ready for camping, and then just what am I prepping and packing up and everything. So the first thing I like to do is kind of part of my regular daily routines as far as just picking up the house, because it's really nice if you go somewhere, whether it's a weekend or a long vacation, and you come home and everything is clean. So the first thing, the main thing for me, is to get the load of laundry started, because there is a few things in the laundry that I actually want for camping. So I'm going to get that started first. So the next thing I'm going to do real quick is I'm just going to kind of clean up the counter. I'm not going to do dishes yet. I'm just going to kind of clean up the counter, because I do want to get some hard-boiled eggs going on the stove. I'm only going to bring 6 hard-boiled eggs for this camping trip, but I'm going to go ahead and hard-boil up as many as I can fit in this pan, which is hopefully a little over 12. But I'm just going to put a bunch of salt in here. Remember, I just bought this 60 case of eggs. I still have 4 eggs left, so I'm gonna start with these 4. Alright, I fit 12 in there. So we have one of these. I like to have some fresh eggs and some hard-boiled eggs, just because it's nice. So we're going to do 6 regular eggs. We're doing walking tacos for lunch tomorrow. So I want to just cook up the taco meat now, so then all we have to do is heat it up and, put it into our chip bags. So the first thing I do when getting ready for a camping trip is similar to any other week, is I'm going to make up my meal plan. So I have to think, okay, how many days are we going to spend camping? So how many meals am I going to get? We basically have our go-to camping meals, just like we have our go-to meals for home, just to make it easier. And then we have like our go-to snacks specifically for camping. So these are things I normally don't buy on a regular basis unless we're camping. And then I also want to put 1 bag of ice in each cooler, just so we can start cooling off the coolers before I put other stuff in there. I do not buy water bottles like on an everyday basis. This is only when we go camping. And obviously, like I mentioned, a lot of the reason we do it is because we usually freeze a good portion of this, so we have extra like ice, if you will. But also because that way we don't bring like sodas and Gatorades and juices that attract a lot of bees. We just use like flavor packets that you can flavor your water with. So we use this bigger cooler for all of our drinks, and then we have a cooler in the back in the kitchen area of the Teardrop that we use for all of our food. I'm just going to set that in there so it can start cooling off the cooler. I don't need to open it up yet. It's just going to start cooling it, kind of like a little fridge. Alright, so we're going to take the other bag of ice out to the Teardrop. It fits perfectly on the side of our house, so we are very fortunate. Alright, so this is what it looks like when we're not set up at camp yet. We're getting ready to travel. So I need to bring some stuff inside, and I need to bring some stuff out here, like stocking it up wise. So I actually use this little knife here to help me prop it up. I have the knife there, it helps prop it up, because it is in a kind of a weird spot. But this is the cooler that comes with the Teardrop. I have these buckets I got at the container store, and I can fit them. I can fit 4 of them in the bottom, so I have 3 of them inside already. I need to bring this one inside because we're going to pack that up. So like I said, I'm just going to take the ice. For now, we're just going to set it in there so we can start cooling this cooler down. I need to get out whatever's in here in our storage thing that we want to bring camping. So we have like our canopy, our bathroom tent, our extension cord for the generator, and we have chairs. So anything that we're bringing camping, I move towards the garage door. So when Ricky gets home, all he has to do is open the door and load it into his truck. So this is like our bathroom / changing tent. It's falling over. This is all lake stuff. Now the first few times you go camping, you might want to put together like a list of everything that you need, right? But we go camping all the time, so I already know, like, based on You know, if we're going to the lake, pretty much everything in this cupboard needs to come with us. If we're gonna be hot and sunny, then, you know, the canopy's gotta come. If we're not gonna have bathrooms, the bathroom's gotta come. This is pretty much like everyday camping. We no longer really need this, but we still bring it because we still camp with people who are using tents. And so last time, you know, we let a friend borrow this in their tent, and we have the little propane that go with it. Then we have our portable potty. I keep a bag with all of our stuff in there. This is like a absorbent stuff, so you put this on your bathroom stuff, and it kind of like solidifies it all. And then I have biodegradable toilet paper, but we do not put the toilet paper in the bucket. We keep a Ziploc bag, and we dispose of all the toilet paper in there, and then we throw that away later. But then we have, these are actually disposable, biodegradable. These are biodegradable trash bags that we use, and so everything, you're able to, depending where you're at, you're able to either bury everything, or you can, you know, dispose of it if you need to. And then there's always a spray bottle in here, and hand sanitizer. This is just something we keep as like our little bathroom setup. And then I usually bring a pack of baby wipes. So the biggest thing I feel like if you're gonna be camping a lot is to start organizing your stuff, kind of like how I have stuff in totes. So then all I have to do is open that thing and just take the stuff out. And then when we get to camp, we can look in there, you know, we can set some stuff up. So we have like our go-to things. I bought these containers at the container store, and like I said, I can fit 4 of these together in that cooler. So what I do is the stuff that's going in that cooler, which are food items, like cold food items, I separate it based on like items. So I'm gonna have like all my sandwich stuff, all of our like hot dog type stuff, any type of vegetables, and like meat. That's usually kind of what I do. So we'll get that going, and then we'll put that in the fridge just so it's already organized, ready to go. And then when my husband calls me and says, hey, I'm leaving work, I'll load up the coolers. And then these will fit, you know, like some of our snack type stuff. So I always have like 2 sizes of Ziploc bags on hand, and I'm gonna put all the sandwich stuff together in one bag. I do this for 2 reasons. One, I like to have things grouped together because it's just easier, and then by putting it in the bag, you don't gotta worry about the cheese getting weird. You know, put the hot dogs in there, and there's that, okay? So I basically have sandwich and hot dog stuff in one thing. So I have these little cups I got at Walmart with the lid. So I'm just gonna put like my sour cream, salsa, my little veggie dip. We have cheese for the quesadilla. We have cheese for eggs in the morning. We have cheese for our walking tacos. And we have string cheese for snacking. I'm gonna bring like 1 stick of butter for cooking. Sure, so this has like the extra condiments, the carrots, the butter, and the cheeses. So then we have one that's all the meat. I'm just gonna put them in the bags real quick, and then Ricky can do the marinade. So in the teardrop, we have olive oil, soy sauce, salt and pepper, and like a steak seasoning. So we have our meats ready to go. So now the other thing I have are these little street tacos. We want a little extra with the breakfast. We can use the tortilla to make little breakfast tacos. The cheese quesadillas fit perfectly inside here. We also have these on hand. It's it's premium white chicken and fajitas sauce. So my husband and I did the chicken quesadillas, and the girls did cheese. It's like my pantry section. Ricky needs his rice, so I'm actually going to be putting some rice in here. I'm just going to put 2 cups of rice. We're going to head out to the teardrop, and I'm going to start loading up all like the pantry stuff that I can load up into the teardrop. I went ahead and brought my one of my baskets in real quick just because it'd be easier. So I put like the potatoes and the oranges in there. Yes. So I can't soup. So we'll leave that in there. In our rice. This is what we got. Okay. So we'll see. I think it's fit perfectly up here. I'll put the extra knife. I want to make sure I have enough garbage bags. So I usually do 2 per day to make sure we have plenty. I think I will have some of these bags on there. And like I usually have some of these bags. We have plenty of these bags. 2 big ones, 2 small ones. So there's plenty of extra bags on hand. So that's fine. Or here. So this will be here. Our foil will be here. Utensils. I need to get these back. I had these sticky things here, but it got too cold and it's not sticky enough. But I had this here. But it fell off, so I don't know. I have to figure something else out. But like I said, we have We have our sponge and dish soap already in here. We have the pepper. I need to bring another salt out. That's what I need. I need salt, and then I need to refill the soy sauce. In there, we have this. That needs to go in here. So normally I have a bag of chips, but they're all out, so this is the box. So they just set right up here, like that. And cookies sit up there as well. The muffins I do take out of here, so we don't bring this box with us. And they don't have, so those are out. So I'm gonna do this. Alright, I'm gonna close this because we're gonna move the floor. And I don't want people to see it. Alright, so the only thing we have left to add into here is a spatula, the kids' cereal, and then whatever's going in the cooler. So we'll add that up a little bit later. Here's some my random stuff that needs to be brought out. So like I mentioned, Ricky and I have our own little mugs, so if we do hot chocolate or tea, we have that. This is kind of like the first aid toiletry things that I bring camping with us. So all of this gets packed up into one of those gray baskets in the kitchen area of the Teardrop. The other thing, normally we bring like one of our big jugs of water. So we have jugs of water right here. So we usually bring one of those, but we're not going camping long. So I'm just gonna fill up this with extra water. So that water, that's like our potting water or washing our hands, washing dishes, things like that. So we don't need that much. All right, so I added, so like I said, I do the kind of like this first aid type toiletry items, and these two, I went ahead and put our cups here. And then this paper towel I just moved for now for while we're driving. All right, so this opens up, we're able to open up the door in the backyard. So we just do that. So we have Arcadia's pillow blanket, Elsa's pillow blanket, mine, and Ricky's. And then we do have some game stuff back here. We have Jenga, cards, and dominoes. We have walkie-talkies, yeah, a random extra roll of toilet paper. And this is the tortoises little chamber. You guys saw that on our Grand Canyon camping trip. I'm going to add their few items in here. I put Ricky's NOS in here. I left one out we can put in the cooler for the drive. But basically, they sleep in this container. I have some Timothy hay, so we'll end up filling up the bottom with Timothy hay. We also have like their food dish, like a water dish type thing, so we're going to clean those up and we'll put those in here. So when we're driving, all we have to do is close it up and all the tortoise stuff is in there. We also have like a pop-up, like kind of like a playpen type thing for the tortoises, so they'll be they'll be in that outside in the sun for the daytime, and then this is basically just their cubby for nighttime. We're gonna bring these as just extra stuff that they can do camping. These were great. We used these when we flew to Florida, and we used these like on the plane. So this is gonna be like our extra, like our fun stuff. We're also gonna bring, like I said, this one with the Velcro, so they can do a catch type thing with that. And then obviously the coloring stuff. And then we have these two new games. They're little travel games that we got when we went to Florida, and the kids liked both of these. And we have like a little hacky sack from Dave & Buster's. So I'm gonna put this stuff in here. This is the cat carrier for the tortoises. So I'll just line the bottom of that with a little towel. All right, clothes are ready. So it makes it easy having these packing cubes for two reasons. One, it keeps everyone's stuff separately, and then like I said, once we get to camp and we set up our like bathroom tent, we can just set these in the bathroom tent. All right, so everyone has their jacket, right, and then their packing cubes. So if we were camping somewhere where we're using the bathroom, these packing cubes, obviously we can put them up in here, but because we're going to be setting up our own little bathroom tent, and we're not expecting any kind of rain, I'm going to go ahead, when we set up that tent, I'm going to put these inside the changing, like the bathroom / changing tent, so that everyone can they can change in there when they go to the bathroom before going to bed. The only thing I have left to do is pack up coolers, but I'm going to do that closer to the time, like when the girls and Ricky are on their way home. I'll pack up the coolers, and then we'll pack up the tortoises like right before we leave, and that's it. Other than that, I just gotta do some dishes. I'm just gonna put this out of the way a little bit. So it's still quite a bit of ice, but it's nice and cold in there now. We're gonna get all of the, so I have one of Ricky's NOS for his drive. I ended up putting, I just put some milk in a water bottle. Okay, so we wanna get all these waters in there. So I just have these little wines. All right, so then Ricky has his beer. our meats in here. This one, like, the carrots, this one, this one actually. And then this one, we have the taco meat I made and no cheese. I'll show you what's inside there. See, so all 4 of them are good. So then it's easier for me. One, I keep, you know, raw meat away from everything, but it's easy if we're like, hey, we're going to make some sandwiches, I can just pull this thing out. Or, hey, we're going to have hot dogs, and just pull this thing out. There we go. Close this up. Again, when these have room closed here, we're going to put our chips. These out here. This is a little strap. Put it in there and play around. This thing here. Paper towels here. We're driving. Everything. So, okay. We're going to close this up more. Okay. Make sure it closes. Okay, we're ready to go. We have water bottles in the cooler. So here's all the stuff that we're bringing. We're not going very far. And then the trailer, all ready to go. All hooked up. All right, let's go.